Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin's, and we're back for another edition of PauLInstaMyooin's personal best opinions on Pokemon. And this edition will be about Vulpix and Ninetales. Now real quick, um, both these Pokemon are going to have the same moves, held item, abilities, so it's pretty going to probably not be a long video at all, so just wanted to make sure you knew that. So anyway, the moves for Vulpix and Ninetales. For Gold, Silver, and Crystal, first we got Flamethrower. Now, Flamethrower is a very common, powerful fire type move. It is a 90 power, 100 accuracy special fire type attack, and it has a 10% chance to burn, so it's a pretty sweet move overall. Then we got Quick Attack. Quick Attack is a 40 power, 100 accuracy physical normal type move, and most of the times its ability is that most of the times it goes first. Unless there's other moves with higher priority, like Extreme Speed or Sucker Punch or anything else that has higher priority over Quick Attack. Quick Attack has a priority of 1, so it goes over most normal moves. Not just normal type, just like, moves in general, I mean. So anyways, it's a pretty good move. Then we got Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray is a 100 accuracy ghost type status move. And what's so great about this is that it always confuses the target, unless of course they have an ability or something's up that prevents like status effects, but if not, then they'll get confused. And then we got Roar. Now Roar is a 100% accuracy status normal type move. This move will always go last, but it pretty much, as long as the opponent isn't higher level than you, they can be the same level as you. You can do this move. It'll pretty much switch out that opponent's Pokemon if they actually have, another Pokemon. And if it's a wild battle, it'll just end the wild battle. So it can be very helpful for like getting rid of really tanky Pokemon that are like set up with status effects. If you didn't know already, when a Pokemon switches out and they had any negative or positive status boosts like attack boost or defense boost or lower defense or something like that. When they switch out, it'll all reset, and then, yeah, so it can be very helpful. So anyways, then on to Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. Oh, and Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Let me scroll over, hold on. Pretty much everything is the same here, except for, instead of having Roar, you actually want Will-O-Wisp. Now this is a pretty sweet move as long as it hits. It's a 75 accuracy fire status type move, and what it does is that it burns the opponent when it lands. So it's a pretty sweet one, because if you don't know what burn does, the reason why it's so good is not only does it do damage, a little bit of damage on a Pokemon that's burned each turn, but it also, when you're burned, your attack stat is halved. It's cut in half, so it's like it's really going to be good against heavy attacking Pokemon, or just attacking Pokemon in general that use physical attacks. It'll be very helpful against them. So anyways, on to Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2. Let's see. Yeah, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. And first of all, I forgot to say that if you watched the last edition, I pointed out that I spelled out Alpha, and then I had it A-P-L-H-A, so it was Apla. I fixed that, so don't worry. I looked through all of the Alpha Sapphire things on this document, and this should be all fixed. But anyways, now into the moves. So the things that are different here is instead of Will-O-Wisp and Quick Attack, you actually want Extra Sensory and Payback. Now, what Extra Sensory does, it's a very powerful attack. It's an 80 power, 100 accuracy, special psychic type move, and it has a 10% chance, I believe, if not, then maybe 30%, but I'm pretty sure it's 10%. A 10% chance to make the opponent flinch. So it's pretty good, because when an opponent is flinched, or any Pokemon is flinched during that turn, they can't do anything for that turn. So whatever they were trying to do, they can't do it. So they're pretty much their turn to cancel out. Then we got Payback. Now, Payback is a pretty sweet move as well. 50 power, 100 accuracy, physical dark type move. It seems like a pretty good move already, but the special ability is really why I like it. So if you get damaged in the same turn that you use Payback, Payback would be doubled, so it'll actually be 100 powers. So it can be very, very good. But most of the time, Ninetales and Vulpix are very fast Pokemon, so that's most likely not going to happen. But you never know, there's always faster Pokemon somewhere out there. But anyway, the held item for Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and the same with Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. Both the effects boost the power by normal type moves by 10%, so it's mainly for that quick attack. In Gold, Silver, and Crystal, it's called Pink Bow, and then Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, it's called Silk Scarf. Now anyways, let's get on to Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire. Now for offline, you want the Life Orb. Now the Life Orb raises the power of both your special and physical attack moves to the one who's holding this the Life Orb by 30%. But every time you use those attacks, you'll get recoil. So it's power, but it's also you're getting recoil. And if you don't know what recoil is, you take a little bit of damage. Depending on the amount of damage you take, depends on how much damage you do. So yeah. So anyways, then for online, you want the Focus Sash. Now the rule with items online, in normal offline, if you would have used something like a held item like a berry, and it'll be used up, like it'll get consumed and it's gone. On online, when you use these certain items like the berries, or in this case Focus Sash, when it would get used up in the battle, you actually get it back after the battle is done. So it's pretty sweet if you want to use those kind of things, but you don't want to waste them offline because you know you'll get used up. Because items like this are very difficult and time consuming to grind up for. But anyway, what the Focus Sash does. Now, if Pokemon is holding this and they're at full health, if they would have got one shot, they'll always live on 1 health. So it's a very good move if you know that people are most likely going to like one-shot you or just try to sweep you. You always get one move as long as you don't miss that move, or get flinched or something like that, or just your move get cancels out, because then you would be screwed. But other than that, you should always be able to most likely make a comeback, even if you think a Pokemon is weak or something. But anyways, then on to Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. The same item online. Oh dang it! Hold on. It's the same item online. It's the Focus Sash, but for the offline, you want the Psychinium Z. Now this is pretty much to boost that extra sensory. It has no special effect. It's just a boosted. It's a power boost, so it's pretty good because I thought it was probably the best thing to boost because Payback would be stronger if it's for the effect, and then obviously Flamethrower, Stab. It's already stronger than extra sensory, and then there wasn't really any bonus for Confuse Ray because it's just literally you get a +1 special attack when you use Z Confuse Ray, and I didn't think it was that good. I'd rather just the power. So anyways, for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, of course, doesn't have any held items. Now for the ability. So there's only 2 abilities in Vulpix and Ninetales. I'll explain the other ability first, which is Flash Fire. And what that does is when you get hit, when a Pokemon has the ability Flash Fire and they get hit by a fire type move, it'll absorb it and then activate the effect and say that their special attack raises by 1. So it can be pretty sweet. But the ability you really want is the hidden ability Drought. Now this ability pretty much is like the move Sunny Day. Right when the Pokemon with Drought switches out, it immediately the sun turns harsh, and it gets all the boosts of the Sunny Day. It gets 50% power to fire type moves, 50% less power to water type moves. The move Solar Beam will be a 1-turn move instead of a 2-turn move. The move Hurricane has a way less of a chance to hit. The move Thunder has a way less of a chance to hit, I'm pretty sure. I know it's Hurricane, but I'm not sure about Thunder. And I think the same with Blizzard as well. It's really low chance to hit. And let's see what else. I think that's about it. You can look up the effects if you want of Sunny Day, because that's pretty much the same, but this is the ability Drought it brings out. Because abilities like these are very helpful if you're trying to, if you're rocking a whole team of fire types and you want to get that Sunny Day power up, but you want to save this Pokemon, you just switch them in and switch them out. Because even if this Pokemon gets taken down with Drought, it'll still continue for how many turns Sunny Day lasts for. I think it's like 5 turns. So it can be pretty sweet nonetheless, and even if not, you'll be most likely a very powerful Pokemon just doing lots of damage with this ability, especially with that flamethrower. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed the video, as long as you, if you enjoyed the video, if you don't mind supporting me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot, of course, by doing so, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin's, and goodbye.